Welcome to We in Lewes, a podcast dedicated to celebrating the remarkable, creative, and energetic people who live in Lewes and are helping our community forge a collective soul as appealing as it is unique. These are their stories and their words. They are the We in Lewes. Today we're releasing an 8-minute mini-cast. With the 4th of July only days away, we wanted to share with you the portion of Russ Palmer's previous episode where he explains how Go Forth Lewes Fireworks Extravaganza got started, how it's funded, and some helpful tips on different viewing locations, especially if you're not a fan of traffic jams or long walks. If the past is prologue, this year's fireworks are going to be epic. You don't want to miss it. And remember, this event is funded privately through individual and corporate donations. If you'd like to help, you can contribute online at goforthlewes.org. That's all one word, goforthlewes.org. Russ, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Tell us about the origins of Go Forth Lewes.
Go Forth started in 2017 when the Fire Marshal of Delaware decided to discontinue rogue fireworks in the state of Delaware, which also included for all of us here in Lewes, Lewes Fireworks on the beach. So we missed fireworks in 2017. During that period, I went to the mayor at the time and said, what can I do to get fireworks back in Lewes next year? By October, they had a council meeting in the city of Lewes. They agreed to have fireworks the next year if I agreed to chair the committee. In the meantime, I had gone to different business people in the city of Lewes, friends of mine, and I had 38 businesses signed up to volunteer their time and finances to help fund the fireworks. So in 2018, we had our first firework event, which went off very well. Just raised enough money for them, and ever since then it has just taken off on its own.
Now, you mentioned rogue fireworks. I believe, didn't there used to be two families who on their own sort of had these competing fireworks displays? It was absolutely incredible and went on for a very long time.
Yeah, the Knapp family was one of them. Their youngest daughter, Gay Knapp, and I grew up together since kindergarten. And then my neighbor across the street, Andy and Nancy Diffley, were another one of the families on Lewes Beach. And it was fun. It was competitive, and people came from all over just to watch them. It's a shame that wasn't allowed anymore. But again, now we just have it in a whole different level.
Now, this event is not underwritten by the city. Is that right?
It is absolutely not. It is strictly fundraising by businesses and individuals within the city of Lewes. People that come here, people that rent here, or people that own or seasonally come. They plan their vacations around the fireworks now. So the city does help us with the police department, the maintenance department. They're awesome. But no, it is strictly funded by individuals and businesses.
It's a remarkable show, and it sometimes now runs over a half an hour, I believe. Is that right?
It does. I think the first year we were supposed to have 25 minutes. We got 35. And ever since then, he's committed to at least 35 minutes plus.
What is the best place to watch the fireworks?
It depends on who you are. We learned that the first year that we had such a massive crowd going to Lewes Beach that we needed to put out there that you don't have to be on Lewes Beach to watch the fireworks. So quite honestly, you can see them equally as well all along Politown Road, whether you're at the Canal Front Park, the Little League Field, all the way down to the inlet on Lewes Beach, or at University of Delaware, which gets a lot of people from eliminating going to the beach. So we even tell people to go to the Lewes Library and they can see them from there.
A lot of people take their boat and go out and watch from the water. Is that right? Because that number seems to be growing every year.
They definitely are. I have videos that friends of mine have been out there videoing them and sending them back to me. I think last year they reported they had over 300 boats of whatever size out in the bay, and then you also can watch them from the ferry as well.
This is a professional operation. They bring in a barge.
Yes, Schaefer Fireworks is the one who we've hired it since day one. They've done an incredible job for us. And then we have to hire a barge separately from that to barge the fireworks to the bay site.
So in addition to organizing the actual fireworks, You also have to address an array of logistical challenges normally associated with a sporting event. Is that right?
We do. There's a lot of behind-the-scenes people that people don't think about, whether it's the paramedics, Lewes Fire Department, the Coast Guard, again, the city of Lewes with their maintenance department. So, yeah, there's a lot going on. Right down to, believe it or not, porta potties. We have to provide porta potties all over town to handle the crowd.
The traffic gets a little out of hand. And so you actually don't allow people to use certain parts of the streets here to allow people to get off the beach. Is that right?
Yes. We learned the first year, because we didn't know what to expect, that it was a mass exodus. I think we heard the police officers that were on top of the bridge turned around and watched like 15,000 people walking up Savannah Road to get across the bridge. And if they were on the left side, they wanted to get to the right side and vice versa. So now we have a half an hour delay that pedestrians get off the beach first, and then cars and bicycles are after that. But we try to force them to go up Freeman Highway while the pedestrians are going over the drawbridge. And then you can only go down New Road or Gills Neck Road or straight out. You can't go down Kings Highway anymore. And again, that's like within the first hour.
It's over 15,000 people attending?
That would be the first year, so that would be minimal. But then I guess it's also based on whether it's during the middle of the week or whether it's, you're going to have more people on the weekend.
How big is the team that you've organized to handle the event?
There's about 5 people that are actually chair the event, and there's probably another 15 behind the scenes that come to the meetings for what they're responsible to take care of.
And you also utilize certain city services, as you mentioned.
Like the police department, the maintenance department are the two big organizations within the city of Lewes.
How can someone who's interested support Go Forth Lewes?
Money, money, money. It doesn't matter whether it's $5 or it's $100. We gladly accept your money. It takes a lot of money, and every year it costs that much more.
You can go on your website. You have a website dedicated.
We have a website dedicated. You can go to Greater Lewes Foundation and scroll down, hit the blog for Go Forth Fireworks.
Thanks again for joining us, and have a wonderful holiday. Until next time, this has been We in Lewes, the podcast.